I want to date you.
Yeah.
Do you want to go on a date with me? I made you a friendship bracelet. Do you want to date me?
I'm not asleep. My mind is alive.
Drunk Taylor was like #1 trending on Twitter.
In the heart of 2023, two lives were burning brighter than ever. Taylor Swift, the woman who ruled music, hearts, and headlines. Travis Kelce, the Kansas City Chiefs' unstoppable force on the field. Two worlds that seemed galaxies apart. One built on rhythm and lyrics, the other on grit and touchdowns. But fate doesn't care about distance. It thrives on connection. Neither of them knew their lives were about to intertwine. A pop superstar and an NFL legend, both standing at the peak. Fans love them for different reasons in different universes. But destiny had been quietly stitching a new story behind the scenes. A story that would unite two fan bases and divide the internet. When their worlds finally touched, sparks didn't just fly, they detonated. The line between pop culture and sports began to blur. America had found its newest obsession. This wasn't just romance, it was history in motion, and the world was about to witness every second of it.
I love writing songs, poems, stories, scripts.
Before we move on, make sure to subscribe to our channel so you never miss any of our upcoming documentaries. It all began with something small, a friendship bracelet. During Taylor's Eras tour, Travis showed up like a fanboy. Not to meet her, but to gift her that bracelet with his number on it. Sounds innocent, right? But fate hides in the smallest moments. He never got to see her that night. No meet, no photo, no story. But that rejection became the start of something bigger. A week later, on his New Heights podcast, he told the world, laughing about it, embarrassed but bold, "I tried to give Taylor my number." Within hours, that clip broke the internet. Swifties and football fans collided for the first time in history. The idea of Taylor and Travis became a trending fantasy. Memes, tweets, and edits flooded every corner of social media. No one knew if it was real, but everyone wanted it to be. The spark had been lit, and Taylor Swift had definitely heard the noise. Destiny had just sent its first text message.
My mom, my dad, and my brother with me the whole album release.
After that viral moment, silence filled the air, at least publicly. Behind the scenes, messages started flying between two worlds. No cameras, no headlines, no witnesses. Just two people talking, curious, honest, real. Taylor, the queen of privacy. Travis, the king of confidence. Somehow, their energies matched perfectly. He wasn't blinded by her fame, and she wasn't intimidated by his. They laughed, shared stories, and found comfort in each other's chaos. It wasn't love yet, but it was a beginning. Friends close to them started to whisper, "There's something going on, and it feels real." In a world where everything leaks, this stayed quiet, almost sacred. That silence made it even more mysterious. Fans began to watch closer, searching for clues. Two private hearts, one public storm brewing. And soon, it would all go very, very public.
I love writing songs, poems, stories.
Then came that unforgettable day, September 2023. Taylor Swift appeared at a Kansas City Chiefs game, dressed in red and white, sitting beside Travis's mother, cheering him on. The cameras zoomed in. Commentators froze mid-sentence. The internet exploded faster than any touchdown ever could. In that single moment, everything changed. Taylor wasn't just a pop icon anymore. She was part of football. And Travis wasn't just a tight end. He was America's newest leading man. The photo of her waving from the suite became global news. It wasn't just a date. It was a cultural shift. Even the NFL's official account joined in the frenzy. This was the crossover nobody saw coming. The moment that merged two worlds forever. Taylor Swift was officially in the stands. And the Swiftie era had arrived in the NFL. History had been made in red, white, and glitter.
Scene that I love, that's me on a pirate ship.
Yes.
Almost overnight, the couple became America's obsession. Friendship bracelets, red jerseys, and viral clips took over TikTok. Every game she attended turned into a national event. TV ratings soared, jersey sales exploded, and headlines multiplied. For once, America wasn't divided. It was enchanted. Swifties tuned in to watch touchdowns. Football fans hummed pop lyrics. Travis's jersey sales jumped more than 400%. The NFL had never seen anything like this. A romance became a movement, a uniting force of fun and fandom. It wasn't about fame anymore, it was about magic. Their connection felt cinematic, raw, and real. America hadn't seen a love story this big in decades. It was football meets fairy tale, live and unfiltered. Every smile was dissected. Every look became legend. Travis and Taylor weren't just trending. They were redefining what celebrity meant.
Things this summer was Taylor reclaiming her masters.
But with fame comes pressure, and this was fame on fire. Paparazzi followed their every move from airports to arenas. Every dinner became a headline, every glance a theory. Fans wanted updates, tabloids wanted drama, and haters wanted cracks. Travis was used to pressure on the field, not in his personal life. Taylor had faced it before, but this time it felt louder. Every move, every silence, every rumor, analyzed and replayed. They try to keep things normal to hold on to something real. But normal doesn't exist when the whole world is watching. They laughed through it, stayed close, and leaned on each other. Still, the spotlight burned hotter every day. It was love under a microscope, raw, fragile, and unfiltered. The cheers were deafening, but so were the whispers. Could they survive fame's sharpest edge? This was the test every great love story faces. And this was about to be tested in public view.
Everything that you guys have put into caring about the music.
Not everyone cheered for them. Sports purists called Travis distracted. Pop culture critics accused Taylor of stealing the spotlight. But behind the noise, their bond only grew stronger. Travis spoke up, defending Taylor with quiet confidence. He admired how she handled the chaos with grace. And Taylor, always poised, stayed silent, her calm louder than words. They let their actions speak instead. Every game day smile, every post-game wave, proof of something real. The internet argued, but the chemistry was undeniable. Two people, standing together, unbothered by the noise. They didn't need validation. They had connection. Their unity became their greatest statement. And suddenly, the narrative began to shift. The trolls were losing, and love was winning. They had turned criticism into fuel, and they kept moving forward.
Really, I love to make things with my friends. I love to work with my friends.
The Swift effect was unlike anything America had ever seen. Every stadium she entered sold out faster. Every game she attended broke viewership records. NFL broadcasts suddenly had new commentators, pop fans. Social media turned every play into a meme, every cheer into a trend. Travis Kelce's fame skyrocketed beyond football, and Taylor, once again, proved her unmatched cultural power. Together, they became the face of an era, an unlikely duo rewriting entertainment itself. Even the NFL leaned into the phenomenon. They weren't just watching history, they were part of it. It was love, marketing, and momentum in perfect harmony. Every photo, every word carried weight. This wasn't PR, it was connection. And America couldn't look away. The world had never seen fame and love blend so perfectly.
Jack becomes really close friends with Dylan. We all start hanging out all the time.
Away from the flash and frenzy, they were simply themselves. Taylor between tour stops, Travis between games, finding time for quiet. FaceTime calls, private dinners, stolen weekends. No photographers, no noise, just peace. They cooked together, shared jokes, watched TV in sweats. Their schedules were chaos, but their bond stayed steady. Friends described them as grounded, refreshingly normal. Travis brought stability. Taylor brought calm. They weren't performing. They were living. In private, they could be imperfect and still loved. Theirs was a connection built on mutual respect. The fame outside faded when they were together. They understood each other's worlds, the pressure, the expectations. And that understanding became their foundation. It wasn't about fame or fantasy anymore. It was about something real, something worth protecting.
Because I cannot stop talking about bread when I start.
Family, the heartbeat behind every great story. Taylor met Donna Kelce, Travis's mom, and instantly won her over. Laughter, kindness, and warmth filled the Kelce home. Meanwhile, Travis met Taylor's mom, Andrea Swift. She saw in him something rare: sincerity. Two families from two worlds finding common ground. Every photo together felt like something pure amid the chaos. They weren't just building romance, they were building roots. Donna cheered beside Taylor during games, hearts sinking in support. It wasn't for cameras, it was for connection. Even Taylor's dad, a lifelong Eagles fan, switched to cheering for the Chiefs. It was a love story bigger than the spotlight. Fame fades, but family moments stay golden. Fans saw that, and it made them believe even more. This wasn't just celebrity news. It was humanity, hidden in the noise of fame.
I sent my mom and my brother, who I work with, to LA.
What began as gossip became a global storm. From Kansas City to Tokyo, their story was everywhere. Their names trended daily. News cycles revolve around them. The world had fallen in love with love again. When Taylor attended games, entire economies moved. Hotels, ticket sales, streaming numbers, all skyrocketed. Travis became a worldwide name. Taylor became even larger than legend. News anchors debated them. Influencers mimicked them. Even late-night hosts couldn't resist the story. Their faces lit up billboards, timelines, and dreams. This wasn't PR. This was cultural electricity. A connection the internet refused to let go. From memes to montages, they ruled every screen. Every country had its opinion. Every fan had their theory. Together, they became the heartbeat of an era, and the world simply couldn't look away.
I'm always trying to surprise people with how I announce albums. I'd done a few album announcements on award shows.
Love is easy until life gets in the way. Taylor had her record-breaking eras tour across continents. Travis was chasing another Super Bowl. Two lives, both on fire, both demanding everything. Sometimes oceans separated them, sometimes only hours. But no matter the distance, they kept showing up. Midnights filled with texts, red-eye flights for brief weekends. They learned that love wasn't about time, it was about effort. Every reunion felt cinematic, like a movie scene. Backstage hugs, sideline smiles, fleeting but powerful. They were each other's safe place in chaos. It wasn't about having time, but making it. Both respected each other's dreams, and that was rare. Love didn't stop their worlds, it balanced them. It wasn't perfect, but it was real, and that made it beautiful.
She doesn't talk before or after her shows because she has to save her voice for the 44 songs that she sings.
Then came the playoffs, the moment that changed everything. Travis was on fire, the Chiefs unstoppable. Taylor was mid-tour, continents away, performing to millions. But when she appeared at his championship game, the crowd went wild. It wasn't about football anymore, it was about devotion. When he scored, cameras caught his eyes searching for her. That look said everything words couldn't. The internet broke all over again. Their connection had become a living story, unfolding in real time. It wasn't scripted, it wasn't PR, it was heart. Millions watched not for the game, but for the feeling. That raw, electric sense that something real still existed in fame. The moment he looked up into the stands, unforgettable. It defined their story, not about winning trophies, but about finding something worth playing for.
This podcast got me a boyfriend ever since Travis decided to use it as his personal dating app.
Fame has a way of turning admiration into envy. Soon, the critics came crawling back. They said Taylor was hurting football. They claimed Travis was losing focus. But the numbers told another story. Viewership broke records, ticket sales soared. The NFL was thriving because of them. Still, the noise grew louder, uglier, and more invasive. They handled it the only way they knew, together. Travis spoke softly but firmly in interviews. Taylor stayed graceful, choosing silence as strength. They refused to let negativity rewrite their narrative. Their story had already outgrown the haters. Love doesn't crumble under pressure, it hardens. And that's exactly what theirs did. They didn't fight the storm, they became it.
What if we did a little twist on a Cinderella story?
It all led to this, the biggest stage in American sports. The Super Bowl lights, The roaring crowd, the world watching. Travis Kelce stood ready, every muscle focused. Somewhere in that stadium, Taylor Swift was cheering. She had just flown from across the world to be there. The camera caught her smile. The internet exploded. When the Chiefs won, confetti rained like destiny. Travis ran straight to her, arms wide open. That hug became history. Love under the lights. Fans called it the real Super Bowl moment. It wasn't just victory, it was validation. Proof that their story was real, unstoppable, and alive. In that chaos of color and sound, they stood still. A champion and a queen, writing their chapter in gold. The stadium cheered for touchdowns, but America cheered for love.
I owe a lot to this podcast. This podcast got me a boyfriend.
After the confetti settled, the questions began. What's next for them? Engagement? Marriage? The tabloids went wild. Predictions, rumors, fantasies. But the couple stayed silent, choosing peace. They had already given the world enough. Every photo became speculation. Every silence a headline. But they had learned to live beyond the noise. Taylor dove back into her music, Travis into his training. They supported each other quietly, like real partners do. No statements, no explanations, just calm. Fame had taken enough from them. Privacy was now sacred. Fans kept hoping, dreaming of the next chapter. But maybe the magic was in the mystery. They didn't know anyone an ending. Because love, in its truest form, doesn't need a press release. It only needs two people still standing, still believing.
Is like there's always some element of drama that someone is forcing into my consciousness.
Behind every perfect photo lies unseen struggle. Distance, exhaustion, constant scrutiny, they faced it all. Rumors came like storms, trying to shake their foundation. But they had learned how to weather them. Taylor valued silence, protecting what mattered. Travis respected that, giving her space when the world wouldn't. They weren't flawless, they were human. And that made their story even more powerful. They had something Hollywood rarely sees, loyalty. Even when headlines twisted truths, they stood firm. It wasn't easy, but love never is. They chose privacy over publicity, connection over chaos. And in a world obsessed with exposure, their quiet became revolutionary. Love doesn't need to shout to be heard. Sometimes its strength lies in the silence. And their spoke louder than words ever could.
You were not judgmental about the fact that I knew nothing about the world you were in.
Their story became more than gossip. It became legacy. Taylor redefined how music could meet sports. Travis showed how masculinity could embrace vulnerability. Together, they bridged fan bases and generations. They blurred the line between fame and authenticity. Their influence reshaped culture, fashion, even sports marketing. Brands wanted what they had, real chemistry. Every edit, every montage became part of modern history. They didn't just dominate headlines, they changed them. The trailer era was more than love, it was evolution. Two worlds once separate now existed side by side. It wasn't just romance, it was revolution. They reminded millions that love and ambition can coexist. That even under fame's harshest lights, truth can survive. Their story became a blueprint for modern connection. And their names, a symbol of balance, power, and heart.
Well, you know, we got to be a little cryptic just because it's fun.
Years from now, people will look back at their era. They'll remember the sparkle, the chaos, the unity. A football star who dared to love a pop queen, and a queen who said yes to something real. Together, they captured a generation's imagination. Their story had all the elements: love, fame, laughter, pain. It was modern, yet timeless. Real, yet larger than life. Theirs wasn't about perfection. It was about perseverance. About finding something pure in a world built on performance. It reminded America that love could still surprise us. That fame didn't have to destroy connection. They were the fairy tale no one saw coming. And maybe that's why it worked. They didn't chase the story, they became it. And it will echo for years to come.
I made this album with Max Martin and Shellback, who I hadn't worked with in maybe 7 or 8 years.
In the end, their journey wasn't just about romance. It was about timing, courage, and fate. Two stars, both burning bright, finding each other in the chaos. They didn't plan it, they lived it. And in doing so, they reminded the world that love still wins. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce didn't just fall in love. They united worlds, generations, and hearts. Their story became a mirror, reflecting hope in an age of noise. No matter what the future holds, their legacy is set. They defined an era of pop culture and emotion intertwined. They proved that even under the harshest spotlight, hearts can stay true. From friendship bracelets to the Super Bowl, their arc was destiny. A connection that transcended fame, borders, and doubt. Because some stories aren't meant to fade. They're meant to be remembered. The love story that truly shook America.
I'll do Lover, but in a way that I haven't performed it before.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you never miss any of our upcoming documentaries.